In the today's session, we'd like to discuss regarding the infrared ray thermography. So far we had a detailed discussion regarding the infrared rays and what's the capacity of the infrared rays, its classifications of infrared rays, the types of different types of operational parameters can be varied in its assertions. We had a detailed discussion. In the today's class, it's thermography. Infrared thermography will be having a detailed look. So coming to the points to be reviewed in the today's class, the basic introduction of this thermography technique with respect to this infrared rays, basic theory regarding the operational schedule, the inspection process by the equipment, block diagram of this IR imager, IR thermography in the electrical case of inspections, and the parameters to be agitated for its maintenance. Normally, you will be calling as that IR maintenance techniques. Coming to the basic introductory point, it's a proactive troubleshooting and predictive maintenance tool. We can say that identifying the problems where at the internal depth of the objects are being confided, that has been identified with respect to an temperature radiography. Temperature radiography, normally used to call as this thermography. Temperature is nothing but the thermal variations. So thermal variations is nothing but the thermography. Basically, it's a process of acquisition and analysis of the thermal information from the non-contact thermal imaging devices. So here is a basic step to be analyzed here. So nominally, for the thermal conductivity of the objects, it can be examined. The internal structurals and while the casting process has been commenced towards the slice levels, the deviations can be examined clearly. Moreover, that there's an acquisition and analysis is done for the non-contact thermal process also. So objects also, that is nothing but will be varying to a particular range of distance and clearly can be examined with respect to the frequency of radiations that fell over from the source point to the destination point. Normally, this thermal or infrared energy is nothing but the light which is invisible because of its wavelength capability, which is having its part of electromagnetic spectrum that is very much perceived as an heat. Coming to the point of this thermography, the use of infrared imaging or measurement device is nothing but to visualize or measure the thermal energy emitted from the object. So the induction is a part and identification is a part, and upon the resistance, where if the defects has been existing, so then the resistance, the less when compared to the overall object, will be having the less resistance towards the other areas. When compared to the other areas, to a particular infected area will be having the less resistance capacity. So the heat will be getting elevated from that leakages, normally we can say, or else a weak energy agitations, we can say clearly. Normally, this infrared testing is a non-invasive or non-destructive process progressing with respect to capturing devices also, such as videos or cameras. So screenshots will be getting taken place, or else the entire the recording capability of the work of progress can be agitated here. These are very fair and give the accurate or nominally there is identically equal ranges can be as stated here. So coming to the inspection process, electromagnetic inspection process, as you have been discussed, the zones of spectrum as a distribution of the radiation with respect to its energy basis. It's a range having the all possible frequencies of electromagnetic radiation. The spectrum which will be extends from below to the low frequencies as per the modern radio communications to the gamma radiations, which is having a very high frequency of waves, as you have been discussed in the radiographic testing methodology. So X-rays, Y-rays, and gamma rays. X-rays, Y-rays, and gamma rays. Hence, electromagnetic waves which have been confined with respect to a maximum distances or with respect to its wavelength can be traveled to a high range of its area of limitation, such as kilometers, as per the fraction of the atoms. As this diagram we have already reviewed in the case of this spectrum, the ranges we can have a detailed discussion one more time, or simply we'll be getting acetated a bit more towards the buildings about the consideration of this radio waves 10 to the power of 4 to 10 to the power of 2 regarding its wavelength capacity. In the case of this microwave, that is honeybee, can be progressed 1, that is 10 to the power of 1 actually. In the case of this infrared rays, there is an pinhead, Sudhi Sudhi, and next Gundi Kutam. There is a micro level which cannot be here, having here. So in the machine itself, we can able to hear somewhat. So that is pinhead, and visible range, that is 10 to the power of -5. That is protozoans in the microscope we use to get the its visualizations. And ultraviolet radiations 10 to the power of -8 or -6 with respect to its centimeters. That is molecular deviations which can be used to identify in the microscopes itself. And X-rays, that is 10 to the power of -8, that is an atomic ranges which will be confiding or varying with respect to the nucleus, that is around the nucleus. Gamma rays 10 to the power of -10 to 10 to the power of -12 in its range, that is atomic nuclei, a bunch of atoms which is having its confiding nature. So nominally in the pictorial representations, it is very much clear that protons use the gamma rays for its fluctuations, and X-rays having the atoms, and UV rays atoms or bacteria in between both alignments. So bacteria is visible, and infrared rays which is visible in some conditions and invisible in some conditions. So here the transducer plays a major role for converting the entire transferred signals into the form of the visualizations. Let's say either of the radio signals, or else the TV signals, or else the earth diameters. So nothing but the transferred signals nominally So we can compare with respect to a simple example. You are visualizing, for example, suppose you are visualizing a television and you are taking the remote and use it to change the channel. So you will be pressing someone's number, and related to that, the frequency of waves that are being transferred from the remote to the television, and based upon that, in the transducer plays a major role, that based on the infrared rays obtaining in the form of manual input by the human beings in the remote is being carried to the television range, and upon translation with respect to the voltage fluctuations, it is being getting varied within a fraction of seconds. That is the process is being taking place in the fraction of seconds itself. So beyond that, the Earth's diameter. So when you have been gone far to the Earth, to the universe range, nominally we can call it as a satellite, which is to monitor the planets, different planets. So we can use to learn regarding the thermal science because some basic concepts need to be discussed and need to have that is detailed discussion regarding the thermography. Thermal science, heat, it's an element or energy normally we used to refer, which is having a temperature dependent motions of the particles. Nominally photography is describing as writing with respect to a light. Thermography, it can be discussed as an writing with the heat offense. So writing the information with respect to the heat characterizations. So it need to happen so on so process, that is a thermographic process. So what are the required parameters that are being existing with respect to the classification of this heat transformations? So here we are having three different confites, that is convection, conduction, and radiation. So conduction, convection, and radiation. Emissivity is the major term that the material is ability to emit the thermal radiations or else the heat effects, normally you can say. So in the pictorial representation case of emissivity, theoretical black body, which is having the high capacity of receiving the heat, and practical body, which is having the neutralization capability and only will be exhibiting towards the outside. So generally you can say that we are getting a heat offense within our body that is expelling from our body to the outside, or else you are taking a bowl of water and placing on the stove, and you have been put on the fire. Upon heating, the material is the heat is the device that is being conducting. Here the heat transfer is having a three different modes: conduction, convection, and radiation. So coming to the point of this conduction, so when water containing in a bowl has been placed on the stove and putting on the fire, as displayed in the diagram, that's the fire, and this is the bowl containing of any of the liquid offense. So it used to transfer the heat from the existing place to the another place. That is nothing but medium of movement of its heat energy, medium of moving the heat energy. So the heat is just generating at this particular in phase is being transferred without defecting the material existing over here, and transferring the generated heat to the another material which is holding the liquid offenses. And radiation, It has been seen that outside surface area, through its circumference, throughout its surrounding area will be getting affected with respect to some radiation by expelling the heat energy to its surrounding levels. So that's called the radiation. We'll be discussing one by one in detail regarding the thermography technique. The major principle of this thermography, as this infrared rays is emitting by all the objects based on its temperature variations according to the black body radiation law, that the thermography, it makes possible to see one's environment with or without the visible illuminations. It may be visualized to our naked eye, or maybe it can be visualized with respect to the support of different equipments such as the periscopes or else the identifications of the radiation devices. So possibly, what's the amount of radiation which has been emitted by an object? Nominally, it increases with respect to the temperature. Normally, we'll be calling it some temperature. So, also temperature it is being getting emitted from a particular object, as we have been discussed here in the previous diagram. For example, it is the stove and this is the closing channel. So, heat is being transferred to this material. So, internal liquid effluent has been heated up, and the heat will be coming in the form of a vapor from this particular vent, which is provided to the object or this holder or teapot. All right, that nothing but the black body radiations, because of this black body radiations effect that can be visible, that can be visible, and that particular amount which is being exhibited in the form of a heat energy that is as a vapor is therefore the thermography that allows its visualization to the naked eye. Nominally, almost all the objects to a certain level or the amount of black body radiations is having the function of their particular temperatures, that is exhibiting temperature, and it is having its resistance increasing, so it will be holding to a particular range of temperature much more heavier with respect to the another object. Nothing but our body is the one of the equipment that holds the heat offense for about 98.4 degree Fahrenheit. So the around 36 to 39 degrees of variations, centigrades of temperatures. So that radiations or that emits of the heats, emitting of the heats was captured with respect to a special camera which is used to detect the particular radiations as camera captures the visible light that the heat offense has been generating its movements and to which shape it is being existing. And nominally, is the device which is having the capacity to work within the darkness also, because the ambient light level does not have any effect of its visualization. See here, visual image and the thermal image, right? We are having the two different glasses which is appearing similarly with a glass of water that is placed over the bench. Hence, the thermal imaging with an infrared camera it has a different image factors. Normally, we can usually say that this is the glass which is having the least temperature. So as in the spectrum, we have been clearly visualized. See, once we'll be recalling with respect to the spectrum. See, up to this infrared rays is having the capability of ranging with respect to only the range of these X-rays. Range of these X-rays, nothing but wavelength capacity is being decreased. So the color code itself clearly specifying this blue color indicates this only the least range of temperature when compared with respect to the this glass. And this is the glass which is holding with respect to a high range of temperature. And once again, we'll be recalling with respect to the infrared rays. So after crossing this 1 micrometer of range, this infrared rays has plays a major role. It's emits it in the form of red color indications. So the picture is clearly specifying that the temperature of any of the medium, that is a liquid or else the vapor or else the gaseous medium, whatsoever it may be, that the glass is holding is having a high temperature zone that is nominally equal to 150 degrees Fahrenheit. 66 is the nominal temperature that is maintaining with respect to this glass that differs in its color code variations. And meanwhile, this is the yellow color. There is an yellow color variations. This yellow color specifies that holding the internal heat body that conducts the heat to the entire object, but not to a level of the direct material which is holding a temperature. So internal ga material edaithe hold cheskuntu untundo maximum temperature, for example ఇక్కడ ఇంటర్నల్ గా వచ్చేసరికి 54 degrees of temperature weight మెటీరియల్ కి ఉందని అనుకోండి, మెటీరియల్ కి వాటర్ కి 54 degrees ఉంది. ఆ గ్లాస్ లో పోయగానే గ్లాస్ కూడా హీట్ గా వచ్చేస్తుంది, బట్ గ్లాస్ కి వచ్చేసరికి 54 degrees ఉండదు. నామినల్లీ అరౌండ్ 45 degrees or 44 degrees or 46 degrees ఉంది. So that is a moderate temperature, but not a least temperature, moderate temperature that's conducted to the material from the base molten material. So molten material, so with different materials we'll be having in the liquid state, that is called a molten metal, that will be holding with respect to the glasses or furnaces, normally we can say in our mechanical language. So how do we construct the overall equipment setup? So the total infrared ray system is basing with respect to an object oriented, nominally that has been identified from the sunlight and capturing with respect to an electrical offense or capturing with respect to the heat source of offense. We have a different methodologies of its generation, but how to modulate to its confined frequency, confined wavelength, that's the matter. So that this IR imager plays a major role over the in the case of this conversion, storing, projecting, transferring, conducting, convection, and reflections. All these characterizations will be modulated with respect to this IR imager or IR detector. And this electronic components plays a major role to specify its voltage levels or frequency levels. So from the atmosphere, from the sunlight, we capture optical sensor, or it's a photodiode. It's a major conspiracy of object which utilizes or grasps the entire solar energy and gives that, transfers the energy from heat offense to an voltage level, that to an IR imager, and that leads towards the electrical equipment. So with that, we'll be transferring the energy to the and storing to the capacitor. That is a particular level of offense. It's the functional diagram where it will be getting displayed in the object oriented characterizations, so that In the previous diagram, we have been had a detailed discussion of an IR imager or a lens. Normally, we'll be calling as a photodiodes. The lens optical assembly towards the IR sensor and will be having a control with respect to an overall monitoring aspect. It is a closed loop system. It filters the signal or converts the heat energy to the voltage levels in the case of electrical transparency and processor used to process the entire this conversion with respect to different electrical fluctuations in the case of its voltages. And memory is the major device it used to store at what range it is being varying, and some of the standard data will be existing with respect to the memory, that the conversion process is being done within a stipulated way or not, in a standard way or not, that as per it reaches the standard results or not. And normally it used to display over the screens. Display over the screens. So internally, indeed, to transfer these, what are the different types of components existing in the case of this imager? IR imager. So detector is the major device. It's having two offensive devices, offensive characteristics. We used to say nominally that is an heating and cooling. So thermal imaging detector. Both these types of detectors observe the infrared energy, which affects the detectors in the case of its electrical properties. The two indeed to produce an image, its image. These are the detectors which are very much narrow gap semiconductors towards the which offer the high sensitivity in the case of infrared radiations and its conductivity. Next thing is a lens, which is made up of the glass as a normal CCTV camera. Normally, the properties of the glass that it does not transmit the infrared radiations very well, because it would be having an impractical lens material for the thermal imagers, such as most probably in the case of instead of this germanium is used, which is naturally occurring chemical element that is utilized as a transparent in the case of this infrared radiations, that is used to pass through this material, whereas the silicon does not place supports in order to transmit the infrared radiations through the material or within the material, you can say. Sensor. Now, ML8540 is a medium resolution, approximately having the 2000 pixels. So resolution normally used to say that the number of unit cells in a formations. So as the diagram clearly specifies that resolution 2000 pixels that allows non-contact temperature measurement, particularly in the case of these objects which emits the temperature, normally we'll be calling as an thermal images. This receives the infrared rays, particularly from that particular object at range of 2256 pixels of its resolution. Nominally converts them into a particular voltage through a thermopile, and thermal device holds up or transmits the heat sources. And beyond that, it used to select the pixels in accordance with respect to the CPU that cooks and even transmits the output signals in the form of both analytical and normally we'll say, sorry, analog and even the digital form of display. As in the pictorial representation, the object, the infrared rays, we use it to capture from the with respect to the camera. So what are the processes that are being aesthetic? It used to detect the infrared emitted from an object, transform the infrared ray in the form of a temperature. It displays the infrared images. So based on that, if the object has been projected over it from the atmosphere, that will be getting scanned. This is an infrared thermography that will be getting scanned. The object will be getting scanned, and the condensing activity is getting done. Detection will be getting done over that condension. This is the conduction, and the detection will be getting done where it has been projected and where the defects are being exist. Amplification for getting the clear-cut visualization with respect to the voltage, and displaying. So synchronizing, nothing but a blur-like situations of indeed eradicate, will be utilizing the synchronizing factor, almost updating and making the clear-cut visualizations. In the case of this electrical inspection, this IR thermography plays a major role indeed to inspect the large amount of electrical equipment normally used to visualize in the our motherboards also. It comprises of a fully packed and soldered conditioned diodes, resistors, capacitors, etc., transistors, and this entire with respect to the closed loop control system. Normally used to survey the electrical items that are being having a fully in conditional strategy or not in the case of working gas stations, whereas that cannot be possible in the case of physical inspection. And even in the physical inspection, that the devices such as voltmeters could be plays a major role in order to identify. But to one material to another material, it's a very big task and time consuming process indeed to visualize it. So in the case of this IR thermography, it clearly identifies at which part it's having the deviation. So without contact, it will be hand. So manual will send direct contact. And as per our subject point of view, there's a technology can be utilized for getting the non-contact mode of entire its inspection strategies. So as the color bar, from the color bar, it can identify different points of the temperature zones and the defects areas upon distributing of this infrared rays we'll be discussing. The red color to be used to identify the identification channels of the defects. Entire that blue color, it clearly specifies that the infrared rays has been passed through that particular materials. And the temperature scale pointed with respect to different color orientations, that is green color, yellow color, and a red color. So here, this green color, as we have been already discussed, that green color will be having a better zone of its processing or surrounding area of its movement or crack identifications. Yellow color leads to an just supporting to the entire crack, where is having very much closer to the detected cracks. A red color is the final obstructed part or else the defected part or part will be having the deviations in its specifications. Coming to the maintenance of its equipment by infrared rays thermography. we can utilize the electrical switchgear and panels, which are the lifeblood of data center. Normally, we have called this as a lifeblood center, nothing but in our human, normally in the human beings, without blood transfer, normally the functionality of part will not be getting considered. Likewise, here in the electrical switchgear is and panels are the lifeblood centers for the entire equipment, or otherwise entire the system will be getting in the failure conditions. So entire the system will be working based on only the electrical power supply. Normally, if there is a dual power, utilizing that redundant power sources, anytime we'll be having the switch over power, that too from the primary to a backup power source, or is an infrared scan the switch gear and getting the backup electrical panel boards and circuits for the excessive heats. And the components that can be tested over it and could lead to the future equipment failure in the case of this degradation within the system, causes the degradations due to that under heavy load agitations that is being progressing over there. Coming to the electrical panels, where that identification will be taking place in the sense in different equipments. So what are the equipments here? Electrical panels. So at that particular place where the infrared rays has been captured when the object is in assembly condition. So at that particular place, have to open and scan the electrical panels and have to look off the hard spots which has been clearly digitized in the form of these pictures to us for the identification of loose or weak connections, nothing but fixation of this wire, or else soldering maybe get failed in the case of electrical circuits due to the overloads of utilizations. The best example for it is for when the domestic utilization in our domestic places also, upon utilization, where the heavy load has been utilized, normally our MCB will be getting trip off with disconnectivity of the fuses. So that safeguards the entire domestical wiring. So likewise, there is any such imbalances or harmonic problems that can be scanned by this IR thermography. So moreover, one particular agitation is required, that throughout the process commencement, one skillful person should be placed over there for examining the process, that the power distribution to the unit and remote power panel, entire scanning process, identifications and zones of the infected areas, which gives the spots and where the problems are being identified. Circuit breakers. So a 2000 amperes breaker, when plenty or obvious in its temperature conditions, having a high resistance, that the loose bolt connection causing a problem, that can be visualized over here. And by these infrared rays, the early detections or these problems can be came into the picture for controlling the unwanted situations that yet to be taken place in the nearest future. There's a good fuse point. And come to the bad fuse point. This fuse clip or load side, such as the C fuse, if it had been lost in the case of this tension or loose spring, that creates a high resistant joint. Normally, this high resistance leads to the producing of excessive heat, and even that causes the blown fuse due to the internal fuse element heating, and the local bad connection also, and loose wires. So normally used to MCB tripping also will be getting done with respect to this loose wires have to be get very much tightened, and power feed from the plant. So where that particular place also internal connectivity or internal disconnectivity would differ the transferring with respect to the high voltage. So normally we used to have the connectivity from the power plant, and many of the problems at this particular power plant and connectivities to an sub transformers and transformers to different areas can be covered by utilizing its wide wavelength or frequency transformer connections. Just as we said, two-phase connectivity, three-phase connectivity, whether the commitment of voltage is being examined or passing or not. And at the control system, we can, by sitting at the control system, we can monitor this overall transforms and can visualize solar panels. So transferring of the heat, that solar energy with respect to this photodiode in the form of an heat, sorry, that electrical voltage can be confined, and if there is any further heat raise movements at that particular solar cells, this can be minuted or detected very much when for the better replacement. And all are the best examples of this infrared radiography technique, thermography technique, right? And in tomorrow's class, we'll be discussing regarding the advantages and limitations, and furthermore wide applications of utilizing this IR thermographic technology and infrared risk technology, most probably. Thank you.